Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? So I saw this pretty cool video online of Josh Donaldson hitting for the Toronto Blue Jays, and Jose Bautista is on deck. And we've talked a lot about how when you're on the on-deck circle, it's not just a time for getting loose, but it's a time for getting in sync and in rhythm with the pitcher and starting to get your timing down. It's a free opportunity. You want to use it as a free at bat to understand when you have to get started in relation to the pitcher that's on the mound. So I'm going to play this. We'll take a quick look at it, and then we'll talk a little more. So I just kind of looped it, and you can see how Bautista here on the on-deck circle is basically mimicking everything that Donaldson's doing at the plate. So he's taking advantage of his time in the batter's box to where he can get in sync with that pitcher. Every pitcher is going to be different, their tempo is going to be different, and every hitter is different. So it's really, really important when you are on deck to get loose quickly, and now you have the opportunity to have a free at bat. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to figure out, when do I have to get started? When should I, if I have a leg kick, when do I need to start my leg kick? At what point during the pitcher's delivery? And you can see Bautista basically almost mimicking exactly what Donaldson's doing. So he's putting himself in the frame of mind that he's having an at-bat and he's standing here. You don't want to wait until you are up at bat to then try to figure out your timing. And you see that a lot. Players in the on-deck circle will use that time to get loose. They take a bunch of swings. They put donuts and all this stuff on their bat. And then they walk up to the box. They get in. And now they have to take a pitch. So they go through their leg kick, boom, and they take. And it might be a fastball right down the middle. And now it's 0-1. Instead of waiting until you get until you get to the batter's box to get your timing down, get it down here. So that when you get up to hit, you should be comfortable enough. You should understand, okay, when do I have to get my foot off the ground? A lot of people talk about, when do I have to get my foot down? Well, in order to figure out when you have to get your foot down, you have to figure out, when do I have to get my foot up? So at what point do I have to start my leg kick? If you're a guy with a leg kick, if you're a guy without a leg kick, it's the same thing. When do I have to start getting ready? You figure that out so that you can go up here, and even if the count's 0-0, if he grooves you a fastball right down the middle, you can jump on it if you want. I'm not saying that you have to, but you at least have the opportunity if you want to jump on that first pitch. You've got your timing down. You're in sync with the pitcher. You know when to get started, and you can go ahead and do that. We talk a lot about how as a hitter, we want to dance with the pitcher, and we need to understand what his tempo is, what his rhythm is. And again, this is the time to do it. Don't wait until you're up here and everything is live and you got to figure it out while trying to hit. You won't be as successful if that's the case. And another thing is, especially when there's runners in scoring position, again, you're not going to have the luxury sometimes to just take a pitch. So if there's a guy on second base and you're facing a guy that's, got a really filthy slider, you don't want to just let him groove a ball right down the middle, take it 0-1, and now you're never going to see a fastball again. He's going to go to his slider or, a split finger or whatever. If a guy's got a great secondary pitch, you may want to jump on that first pitch. So again, do all of your work here. Dance with the pitcher here. Get in sync with him. Understand, when do I have to get my leg up? And by the time you do it a couple times here on the on-deck circle, and it's time for you to walk to the plate and hit, you should have a really good idea about what it takes to get in rhythm with that guy, and you shouldn't have to wait around. You should be able to get up there, first pitch if you want to. If you see a fastball that you like or a pitch that you like, boom, you should be on time, ready to roll. So hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with all your friends, all that good stuff, and we will talk to you later.